And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 11. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Garrett Wilson, 55 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kaiir Elam just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Come on. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 41, here's second down and 8. Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the big fella through the middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
57 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It got his man complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Brown will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Watson. He's got this to Williams, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And that's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Adafe Owe able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Watson on 1st down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Watson changing the play. On 2nd and 10, Watson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pitch and catch to Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 107 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Patrick Queen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chase Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On second down, here's Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On 1st down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Here we go. Crack on 80.
And they take a knee.
The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say